Fifth question. What happens to the supply of food when there is a disaster or a calamity? Answer. Due to a disaster or a calamity, total production of food grains decreases. It creates a shortage of food in the affected areas. Due to shortage of food, the prices go up at such high prices. Some people cannot afford to buy food. If such a calamity happens in a very widespread area or over a longer time period, it may cause a situation of starvation. Seventh question. Differentiate between seasonal hunger and chronic hunger. Answer. Differences between seasonal hunger and chronic hunger are as follows. Serial number 1 2. Seasonal hunger, chronic hunger. Seasonal hunger is related to cycles of food growing and harvesting. 2. Seasonal hunger is found in rural areas because of the seasonal nature of agricultural activities and in urban areas because of the casual labor. Chronic hunger. Chronic hunger is a consequence of persistently inadequate diets in terms of quantity and by or quality. Chronic hunger is found generally in urban areas. 3 4. Seasonal hunger, chronic hunger. The pattern of this hunger persists year after year. Fourth, the percentage of seasonal hunger decreases to 0.6% and 2.6% in 1999 2000 in urban and rural areas respectively. Chronic hunger. This hunger continues for long and leads to death. The percentage of chronic hunger decreases to 0.7% and 0.3% in 1999 2000 in urban and rural areas respectively. Eighth question. What has our government done to provide food security to the poor? Discuss any two schemes launched by the government. Answer. India has become self-sufficient in food grains during the last 30 years because of a variety of crops grown all over the country. The availability of food grains at the national level has further been ensured with a carefully designed food security system implemented by the government. This system has two components. A. Buffer stock. Buffer stock is the stock of food grains, namely wheat and rice, procured by the government through Food Corporation of India. The FCI purchases wheat and rice from the farmers at minimum support price. In states where there is surplus production, the purchased food grains are stored in granaries to distribute in the deficit areas and among the poorer strata of society at a price lower than the market price. B. Public distribution system. The food procured by the FCI is distributed through government regulated ration shops among the poorer sections of the society. This is called public distribution system. These ration shops are known as fair price shops. These shops keep stock of food grains, sugar, kerosene, oil for cooking. These items are sold to people at a price lower than the market price. Any family with a ration card can buy a stipulated amount of these items every month from their nearby ration shop. In addition to these, Government of India has launched many other schemes too. Of them are as follows. 1. Atyodaya Anna Yojana. This scheme was launched in December 2000 and the scheme 1 crore of the poorest among the BPL families covered under the targeted public distribution system were identified under this scheme. 35 kgs of food grains were made available per month to a family at rupees 2 per kg for wheat and 3 rupees per kg for rice. This scheme has been further expanded twins by additional 50 lakh BPL families in June 2003 and in August 2004. Second, Annapurna Scheme APS with special target groups of poorest of the poor and indigent senior citizens respectively. Ninth question. Why buffer stock is created by the government? Answer. Due to the following reasons, buffer stock is created by the government. 1. A buffer stock of food grains is created by the government to distribute food grains in the deficit areas and among the poorer strata was society at a price much lower than the market price. Second point, a buffer stock also helps to resolve the problem of food shortage during adverse weather conditions, a disaster or a calamity. Third point, maintaining buffer stock is a step taken by the government in order to ensure food security. 10. Write notes on a minimum support price. B. Buffer stock. C. Issue price. D. Fair price shops. Answer A. Minimum support price. It is a price at which the FCI purchases food grain from farmers. This price is pre-announced to encourage farmers for raising the production of crops. The price is announced every year before sowing. MSP has raised the government. B. Buffer stock. The stock of food grains procured by the government through Food Corporation of India is called as buffer stock. The FCI procures these food grains from areas where they are surplus. It purchases them from farmers at a pre-announced price. The government maintains buffer stock to distribute food grains in the deficit areas and among the poorer strata of society at a price lower than the market price. This also helps resolve the problem of shortage of food during adverse weather conditions or during the calamity. C. Issue price. It is a price at which food grains are distributed by the government in the deficit areas and among the poorer people is known as issue price. D. Fair price shops. The food procured by the FCI is distributed through government regulated ration shops among the poorer sections of the society. These ration shops are known as fair price shops. Food, grains, sugar, kerosene oil are sold to people at a price lower than the market price through these ration shops. 11th question. What are the problems of the functioning of ration shops? Answer. The problems of functioning of ration shops are: first point, the price of APL family is as high as the market price. Second point, diverting the grains to open the market to earn profits. Third point, poor quality grains are sold at ration shops. Fourth point, by cheating the illiterate people by measuring less quantity using weighing machines. Fifth point, irregular opening of shops. Sixth point, unsold stocks of poor quality of grains are left. Thus, a massive stock pile up with the FCI increases maintenance costs. 12th question. Write a note on the role of cooperatives in providing food and related items. Answer. First point. The cooperatives are playing an important role in food security in India, especially in the southern and western parts of the country. Second point, the cooperative societies are set up shops to sell goods at low prices to the poor people. Third point, they ensure food security for the various sections of the society. Fourth point, they help in the networks of the non government organizations to the establishment of grain bank. Fifth point, they also provide food and vegetables at controlled prices. Sixth point, for example, out of all fair price shops running in Tamil Nadu, around 94% are being run by the cooperatives. Seventh point, in Delhi, Mother Dairy supplying milk and other milk products to the people at subsidized rates. Eighth point, Amul is another success story of cooperatives in milk and milk products from Gujarat.